everything excellent. Everything.
Turn it down just.
Cannot see where the minister went wrong by attacking Buju. They are just blind. That is, they're either blind, one, two, deceptive, or three, complicit. At no time Buju said the minister stole anything. In fact, Buju even went as far as to categorize by saying he's not talking about the good Jamaicans. He's talking about the thief in Jamaicans who have reprobate mind. So if them want to say Buju classify or was attacking politically, then they are the ones who are saying that Buju call the Jamaica Labour Party and its leadership thief. Because Buju said that if you want to say so then, and you are saying that the Jamaica Labour Party is not made up of good Jamaicans. Because Buju said, I am not talking about the goodly Jamaicans. I am talking about the thief in Jamaicans with reprobate mind.
Yes.
That's a very powerful statement to make. So any JLP sympathizer who want to come up here and say was talking to the government, they are the ones who are saying the Jamaica Labour Party are thieving people with reprobate mind, because Buju never said that they were. And the ones who are saying that Buju attacking Terry Long, Buju, what I know of Terry Long is an attorney at law, a 3-time member of parliament. Any negative connotation they want to apply to Terry Long is because they feel to ascribe, because what we know of Terry Long is that he's an accomplished lawyer, an accomplished politician, a minister of government, and somebody who's a flashy dresser, and a well-spoken person.
But I just want to say something. At no time in a Buju speech.
We're going to move to...
Hold on, let me just say something. At no time in Buju speech, he mentioned politics like our political party. Go back and listen to it. He never mentioned no Labour, no PMP, no political office. He might talk about the people in the airport. Not no political party or no individual minister. So I'm going to all this thing gets so twisted.
Yeah, individual personnel who work at the airport.
That's what I heard. So I was kind of flabbergasted as to why it elicited a response from the minister himself. Why you pick it up? Right. If the man said the cargo came, it was opened by unscrupulous people and stuff taken. How did it get up to the top where the minister himself had to come out and respond? That me not understand.
All right, Nancy. All right, you see, when everyone talk after impact and reggae and strength talk, we can move into point of order. So if someone is talking,
so Daniel,
you raise
so
a
let me
point
just
of
say
order,
Daniel, right?
and then I allow you. All right, we want to do this in order. So
let me just say in closing, Daniel.
What
Daniel,
say,
1 second. In closing now, I am saying in closing.
Yes.
I just want them to tell me how Buju attacked Terry Long and attacked the government when he at no point in time pointed any finger at the government negatively. And he specifically said he was talking about the thief in Jamaicans with reprobate mind, not the good, hard-working Jamaicans. I want to tell me how Buju was attacking Minister Valz.
No.
Perhaps Impact can shed light.
Excellent. No.
Impact, sorry.
Yes, it's impact coming on the floor now. Can everyone mute their mic? Strength, you saying something?
Yes, I was saying something. You see, before impact
2
came.
seconds, you have strength. 2 seconds.
All right, what I am saying, you see, is the picture that is painted from the argument that he's making up. That is where the problem is. So you see, once you make an allegation of something, it is going to paint a picture which is going to ultimately direct it to the government. And we have to understand that.
Okay. So you're telling me is the way how you take the statement that he made?
Yes. So he made a statement because
Daniel, the man make it clear. I am not speaking about the good hard work in Jamaica. I am talking about the thief in one day.
Hold on, excellent. Trent, can you use the 2 seconds in a second just to bring in my dear friend? He's been waiting a while.
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead, Impact. You're on the floor.
All right. So, what I want to establish very quickly is that the statement made by Buju, as we've all heard, and while I was muted, I was trying to find the video that I saw yesterday. So I have to revert to that published by TVJ and the snippets that I have been that has been made available to me on YouTube, the shorts. Nothing in those videos that I've heard that Buju referred directly to the government. What he said was those persons that we've all been reverberating, that he was talking about a specific set of Jamaicans. However, there is a however. In context, gentlemen, those persons to which Buju made a direct reference cannot help the situation. They have no positive impact on the situation by which Buju bemoaned. The only person with responsibility to address as to rectify the matter would have been the government. So let us ask ourselves. Let us ask ourselves. Let us ask ourselves. Who was Buju referring to? That could be another point of discussion. Who was Buju referring to? Because he was clearly complaining about a set of people working at the airport.
reference was quite clear, Impact, and a point of order. The thieving Jamaicans who have a reprobate mind.
Excellent. Can you mute your mic, sir? The man allow you to speak. Excellent. Respect. Hold on, Kenra. Hold on. Let me tell you. Listen. We are having a conversation as Jamaicans. And he allow you to speak. I want you to do the same. Alright? Allow him to finish. Please. Go ahead, Impact. Please to unmute your mic.
So Mr. Myrie spoke about he spoke about the quote unquote thief in Jamaica that work at the airport. To who was Buju speaking? Speaking about those person. To whom? That is the question we have to ask ourselves. Yes? That aside, I'm not going to ask that. I'm not going to answer that question for you. You know, I trust that there's competence in your mind to be able to answer that question. Second,
well, you can tell us though.
Well, in my view, I believe that he was appealing to persons who could have helped. Yes, that is clear, day and night. No. I hear a lot of people talking about Buju being wrong. No. Because if the first Jamaican to cry out about the situation happening at the airport wasn't wrong, then Buju doing the same thing is not wrong and cannot be wrong. My issue with this is when people are going to say Buju was right, and I do believe that he was within his own right. There was nothing criminal about going on social media and making a public outcry. But when you're gonna tell me that the minister has no business with the matter, is flawed, and that the minister should have contacted Buju privately is also flawed. Because this is a public bemoaning that required any ramification to be public. If it was not done privately, then it stands to reason that any ramification has to be public. That in and of itself is done and dusted. But we cannot logically say that Buju was out of line for what he did. Neither can we say that the minister had no business with it, because the last time I checked, it is
I
relief,
love permission to respond.
it is relief efforts.
Allow him to say land. Allow him to say land.
It is relief efforts. And the last time I checked, what Buju stated could and have been, I do believe that it has brought the initiative into disrepute. Yes? And so it is incumbent on the person with responsibility chairing the initiative to deal with it. That happens to be Minister Daryl Valz. Landing.
Thank you very much, Kenroy. Thank you very much. But, Kenroy, you know, for everyone else, I know you know. I know you know. You know what you did? You put everything on the edge of the line. And you left it there.
May I respond there, Daniel?
Go ahead, that's C. Go ahead.
That's a nonsensical argument, and I'm going to tell you why. Listen to this now. You have different levels of management in any organization, right? If you have a problem, let's say you get a statement from your bank and there's a debt on your account, right? You go into the bank, you investigate it. Do you go to the president of the bank? Do you go to head office and talk? You want to talk to the president of the bank or the CEO? You don't. You go to the teller. The teller will escalate it to the supervisor if them can't handle it, and so on and so forth. It's called escalation. You move up the chain. You know, go right to the top. That is nonsensical. So why do we have different levels of managers in the government? It's like this nonsensical argument that I heard being pushed by JLP supporters that if Andrew Holness himself don't go and assess the damage, I'm like, that's crazy. What happened to all the other? What happened to the technocrats? What happened to ODPM people? What happened to all of these people? Why it have to be him personally have to go and view the damage in order for relief aid to flow? That's nonsensical. And here comes Impact with the same argument that Daryl Valz had to. He didn't have to say a word. What happened to the Commissioner of Customs? What happened to all of these people, these big technocrats in the chain? Why have to go all the way over them people up to him? That's
make a farmer report.
Yes, there's a chain of command, right? The Commissioner, I'm pretty sure that there are the middle-level managers under him who could have respond to. But let's say the Commissioner of Customs came out and made us say that would have been appropriate, I guess. It didn't have to be him either. It could be one of his underlings. Why it go all the way to the minister? Jump over. Why the minister himself feel like he have to come out and respond? That's crazy to me. And that is why I think your argument holds no water. There, sir.
Thank you very much, Nancy. Well said.
Let me just say one point. Reggae,
you're coming up right now, Reggae.
I think.
Yeah, man, go ahead, Max, man. Use your 1 second. I don't think Kenroy wants to.
In everything we see in Jamaica nowadays is politicalized. As the man we just talked a while ago say, you have management. You have tier management, supervisor going right up. See it? Them should have addressed the matter. The minister, him shouldn't get involved in that. Him should have got behind the scene. Him should not come out and broadcast. Him want politicalize the thing. A politics them are bringing the thing. And in the first in the history of Jamaica, I see disaster coming at Jamaica where it politicalized in a way.